I love both guys.
Thank you so much.
I love both guys. I had a conversation with Stephen A. about it, and I told him I was Brown. I'd have walked up on him the same way.
I'm going to drop the mic on all of this right now, once and for all.
Stephen A. Smith is out here losing it, and Dwyane Wade, he's sitting back enjoying the chaos. It all popped off when Stephen tried to stir the pot by throwing shade at LeBron James, but Wade wasn't having it. He stepped in quick to shut it down and came in hot with the facts. He basically told Stephen to take several seats, but instead of letting it go, Stephen went off even harder, ranting like crazy on his show, acting like he did nothing wrong. Now he's flipping the script and blaming Dwyane for attacking him. Wild. This back and forth has been full of spicy interviews and social media drama that just keeps getting louder. And now everybody's asking, what's really going on with Stephen? Why is he so fixated on LeBron? And why is the internet dragging him so hard right now? It's starting to look personal. Now here's the deal. LeBron and Dwyane go way back, like all the way to the 2003 draft. They weren't just teammates. They became champions together on the Miami Heat, winning 2 rings and forming one of the most iconic duos in NBA history. Even Stephen had to admit there's something real between LeBron and Dwyane. Their bond runs deep and nothing's shaking it. What makes it even more powerful? After all these years, Wade is still riding hard for his guy. He never switched up. He's been front row for LeBron, cheering him on through every high and low. And recently, Wade came through big time. He called out Stephen A. Smith for straight up lying about his so-called beef with LeBron. This all went down during his sit-down on 7 p.m. in Brooklyn with Carmelo Anthony. And Wade, he didn't tiptoe around it. He kicked things off by breaking down his relationship with both Stephen and LeBron. Yeah, he's cool with both of them, but that didn't stop him from putting the truth out there. Turns out, he even had a private conversation with Stephen right after that viral mess blew up. And what did Dwyane tell Stephen straight up? He told him that if he were a dad, he would have done exactly what LeBron did. No hesitation. Dwyane didn't sugarcoat it. He said it plain. LeBron stepping to Stephen was wild to see, especially since LeBron almost never snaps like that. Dude's known for keeping his cool no matter what's going on. So for him to actually lose it, that meant it hit deep. The moment that really set him off, seeing Stephen running his mouth about Bronny, LeBron's son, right in front of everyone, that was the line. And to Dwyane, that reaction made total sense. He told Stephen straight up, any real parent would have done the same. But instead of taking it in, Stephen flipped out even more. On Gil's Arena, he ranted about how LeBron confronting him in front of the cameras was weak. He was mad LeBron aired him out publicly.
You make of LeBron confronting you in the aftermath of that situation?
I thought it was weak. I thought it was some.
But let's be real. Stephen said what he said in public first. But Dwyane wasn't about to just sit back and let Stephen drag his best friend through the mud. No way. Still, Wade wasn't trying to throw more gas on the fire either. So he hit Stephen with a curveball. He spun the whole thing into a twisted compliment. He told Stephen that LeBron calling him out like that, that's actually a sign of respect. Think about it. Stephen's got one of the loudest voices in basketball right now. He's basically the face of ESPN. So when LeBron snapped, it was like he was saying, yeah, I hear you loud and clear, but don't get it twisted. Wade knew this whole situation was next level messy. This ain't the kind of drama most people are ready for. Let's be real, a top-tier NBA star stepping to a sports commentator mid-game, that's not something you see every day. But credit to Dwyane, he kept it solid the whole way through. During the interview, he didn't stir the pot. He just laid out the facts. No extra drama, no messy energy. It could have ended right there. Should have ended there. But come on, it's Stephen A. Smith we're talking about. The man lives for controversy. Quiet exits, not his style. So of course, he had to clap back and address Dwyane's take on his own show. And here's the twist. He didn't come in hot this time. Instead, he actually thanked Dwyane for keeping it real and sticking to the truth. Shocking, right? Dwyane didn't paint Stephen as some shady backstabber. He actually kept it honest. He pointed out that Stephen and LeBron never really vibed like that, and he wasn't wrong. They've been clashing for years, and even Stephen admitted it's been building for a long time. Like Melo said, it's been stewing under the surface. Stephen finally let loose on his show saying, me and LeBron don't have a relationship. LeBron don't mess with me and I don't mess with him. I respect the hell out of him, but that's where it stops. Boom! No sugarcoating. He was also mad that nobody else was calling out what he saw as the real issue. He felt like D. Wade and Melo were the only ones keeping it 100 while everyone else danced around the truth. Then Steven explained why he didn't just address LeBron to his face that day courtside. He could have clapped back in real time, but he chose not to. Why? Because the cameras were rolling, the crowd was watching, and he didn't want to blow things up on the same day his big ESPN contract was announced. He said, "Me and LeBron, we just do the high and by thing. He don't got time for me, and I damn sure don't got time for him." And that moment proved it. He rolled up on me, knowing I couldn't respond unless I was down to make a whole scene right there. National TV and all. Now that's some serious tension boiling over on every level. Steven made one thing clear: none of this drama is gonna stop him from doing his job. He stood his ground and clapped back at all the backlash, especially the claims that he was dragging Bronny James. According to him, that's a straight-up lie. He said he never came for Bronny, and if anyone says otherwise, he's got the footage ready to shut it down real quick. He also confirmed that Dwyane did pull him aside and talk to him one-on-one about the whole mess. And believe it or not, Steven even showed some love for his longtime buddy in the middle of all this tension. But halfway through his rant, the calm flew right out the window. Steven went full volume, yelling into the mic like he was on fire. The man was heated. Here's the wild part. Even after all the heat he's caught, Stephen A still refuses to back down. He said he's standing 10 toes down on every word he said. No regrets, no second thoughts. You'd think by now he'd at least pause and reflect on how he might have handled things differently. But nope. Honestly, at this point, it's starting to look like Steven's just milking the whole thing. Folks online are tired of it. One person commented, "For the last time, bro said this like 3 times already." Another wrote, "You don't want this to end. You love this convo." And honestly, they're not wrong. Even LeBron James himself is over it. Yep, the king has finally spoken, and he didn't hold back. While chatting on the Pat McAfee show, LeBron called Steven out for dragging this drama way longer than it ever needed to go. It's been weeks, and Steven's still running his mouth about it. LeBron even threw a jab, saying Steven's acting like Taylor Swift, replaying the same old song over and over. That's how done he is with the nonsense. LeBron didn't hold back. He straight up clowned Steven, saying he's like on a Taylor Swift tour run right now. Shots fired. Bron admitted he wasn't even planning to respond to the drama, but once that video dropped, he felt like he had to clear the air. But then he threw in some sarcasm, basically saying, "Math? Really? Are you kidding me?" Like, come on. If anyone was waiting by the clock for that video to drop, it was Steven. LeBron called it exactly how it looked. Steven couldn't wait to fire back. And on top of all that, LeBron now feels like confronting Steven was a complete waste of time. He said the man didn't learn a single thing and totally missed the message, the whole point. LeBron laid it out. "Never would I ever try to stop someone from doing their job, criticizing the game, analyzing players. That's part of it. But once it gets personal, now it's my job to protect my household and protect the players too." And yeah, he's sure Steven's gonna clap back again. Another video is probably already loading. And honestly, LeBron's not the only one keeping it real. A lot of folks are feeling the same way. Take Draymond Green, for example. He straight up said Steven is doing way too much and needs to chill. But he didn't stop there. Draymond got real serious and reminded Steven that if he keeps that energy up, things could go left for him in the real world. He said, "A lot of dudes got problems with the media because they call something a man did BS or weak. And where he comes from, words like that come with consequences. You say that where we grew up, you might catch hands. That's not just tough talk, that's real life code." Draymond also said he was straight up disappointed with how Steven handled everything. The way he saw it, Steven crossed the line. Calling another man weak? That ain't basketball, Draymond said. That's exactly what LeBron was trying to say from the jump. You want to talk about weak? Draymond called out the contradiction. Steven came at LeBron as a father on national TV, hiding behind a camera, but then flipped out when LeBron stepped up to defend his name in person. That don't add up. Most people would agree. That move was weak. Draymond didn't hold back. He said straight up, "You're on national TV, tearing down a black man as a father just because his son is playing in the NBA? How does that even make sense?" And then added, "I can't respect that. Period." But at the same time, it's been powerful to see how many folks have lined up to support LeBron through all this. Because while the internet is divided, there are still plenty who think Bron was right to stand his ground. And not everyone agrees, though. Candace Owens jumped in and made it clear she didn't support how LeBron handled it. Her take? If LeBron is going to put Bronny on the court and in the spotlight, then he better be ready for the heat that comes with it. On the flip side, former Super Bowl champ Ryan Clark came through with a strong message. He said, "I'm not LeBron, but I am a father, and I die for mine." He totally understood why Bron snapped, but he also dropped a real one on him. If Bronny's going to step into the league as a pro, then the criticism is going to come. And LeBron, he's just got to be ready to deal with it. No exceptions. And let's not forget, Bronny's not just catching heat, he's getting paid too. Ryan Clark pointed that out, saying, yeah, Bronny might be the most criticized 55th draft pick in NBA history, but he's also the most loved, most bankable, and most talked about. All thanks to the spotlight that comes with being LeBron's son. Bronny's got access to opportunities most rookies only dream about, and that's just the reality. As for Bronny himself, he stayed out of the noise completely. Not a word about the drama. He's been laser focused on ballin', and it's starting to show. During a recent Lakers game against the Milwaukee Bucks, Bronny stepped up big time. Coming off the bench, he dropped a career-high 17 points in 30 minutes. Even Stephen A. had to give props. "I was very impressed," he admitted. "I saw a real jump in his confidence and poise." Bronny didn't look rattled, didn't look like a kid caught in the headlines. He looked ready. Yeah, the Lakers were missing some big names. LeBron, Rui Hachimura, Austin Reeves, even Luka wasn't out there. But that just opened the door for Bronny to show up and show out. And Steven said it best, give credit where credit is due. But let's be real. Dwyane and LeBron aren't about to fall back just because Steven threw out a few compliments about Bronny. This isn't a one-time slip-up. Steven's got a whole track record of stirring the pot, and even now, he's still pushing the narrative like he's in the right. So the real question is, did D. Wade hit the nail on the head? And when is Steven finally going to let this go and move on? Drop your thoughts in the comments below, and don't miss the next video. This saga